Okay. So, first things first when it comes to interdictions. Okay? If you are interdicted by an NPC, then you don't need to fight against it. It's unnecessary. Okay, dearie. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was you that was sending me a friend invite. Sorry. So the thing with the thing with NPC interdictions is that you don't need to worry about them if you are not carrying cargo or if you are not on a mission of some sort, like a data courier mission or a cargo mission or a hunt and kill mission. If you are just flying around the galaxy, if you're just like exploring, flying around the galaxy, you don't have any cargo or your only cargo is limpets, if you get interdicted, don't fight it. Just let the interdiction take you. Don't attack the pirate. Because if it's an NPC, what ends up happening is when you get interdicted by an NPC, they scan you. What they're scanning for is, do you have bounties on you? Like, do you have is there a bounty on you? Or if you have cargo. So, if you don't have a bounty on you, and you don't have cargo, without fail, the NPC will just scan you and go make some pithy remark like, bah, there's nothing for me, or next time put some gold in your hold, or something like that, and they will leave you alone. And then you can continue on your way. If you have cargo, or if you have bounties, that's when they will take action. If you have a bounty, they're going to immediately open fire on you. So if you have a bounty on you, and you get interdicted by an NPC, they are going to open fire. They'll probably scan you, and as soon as the scan is over, they're going to open fire. Or they may even just open fire as soon as you drop. So, if you have a bounty, yeah, you're going to need to get the hell out of them. If you have cargo, they'll scan you, and then you will actually be told, drop X amount of tons of cargo, or I kill you. So, what that means is, if you are inclined to drop cargo, say you're in a ship that has very little weapons and is slow, and you have no way to defend yourself against the pirates, and they say, drop 2 tons of cargo. Go over to your inventory, go to your cargo that you have, and choose abandon 2 and pull the trigger. And you will abandon, you will basically shoot, drop 2 tons of cargo out of your ship. The pirate will go scoop them up and leave you alone. Basically, I'm trying to remember, it's been a while since I've actually had a bounty on me. I want to say, yeah, nope. So these are your fines. I can't remember if it shows the bounties over here or not. I think it would be this one, fines and bounties. So I think if you have a bounty on you, it will show here. Yeah, Death Star, if they demand X amount of tons of cargo, you can just jettison that many tons of cargo. They'll scoop up the cargo and leave you alone, if it's an NPC. So yeah, if you have a bounty, it will be on your left panel in Transactions, here, and this bottom one where it looks like a police badge. This will show you all of your fines and your bounties. Jettison, Death Star. If you jettison, you retain ownership. You want to abandon it so you can appease the pirate. So you want to choose abandon, not jettison. Okay? But if the only card you have, like me, is just limpets, pirates don't want limpets. The Pirates don't give a shit about limpets. So they'll scan. So I've been interdicted plenty of times when I've gone on a fuel rat mission. And they scan me and they go, bah, nothing. Or next time fill your hold with gold. Or I guess my kids will go hungry and they'll jump away and leave me alone. So if your cargo is anything other than limpets, they're going to say, give me cargo or die. Now, that leads us into interdictions. Actually, let me get some cargo. Do I have... Let me do something real quick. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch over to my combat ship. Hang on. Well, tornado, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to do exactly that. But I'm gonna switch over to my combat ship so I can show you what it looks like to escape and what it looks like to fight back. So hang on.
Landing gear deployed.
Of course, Atanashi. Alright. So... Now, Spirit, not Star Trek, Elite Dangerous. This is Elite Dangerous, not Star Trek. Way cooler than Star Trek, in my opinion. Well, sneaky. That's why I usually don't like flying the Type 9. They are a bitch to turn. All right, let me switch over to my Python. Shit, I'm carrying too much cargo. Hang on. All right. Python. Now, I should have enough room. I want to have... Whoops. I want to have... Okay, good. I have cargo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this cargo, replace it with the FSD interdictor, and... Well, I suppose I don't need to worry about an FSD booster. This should be fine. I'm only gonna... I'll use AOCAX as my demonstrator. Alright, screw it. What the hell? Alright, well, if no one's gonna interdict me...
Cheer 100 Ember, you're just far too adorable to interdict. I don't know what to tell you.
Alright. Then you know what? We will do some interdicting ourselves. Let's find someone that won't probably annihilate me the second I do it. There we go. Appeal that. Okay. So, to facilitate interdicting someone, you have to get behind the ship. You can't do it from in front of the ship. So, we let the ship go past us. And then we flip around and get onto their sets. Okay? Once we're on them, you notice how the interdictor is set up. So if I was to go out of range of interdiction, notice what happens. If they get... Okay, well, I'm actually getting too close to him. If I'm out of range, you have to get within a certain range of your target to interdict them. So if I get too far out of range... Okay, let me find another target. There we go. Notice it says empathy interdictor out of range. Okay? So you have to get within a certain range in order to be able to interdict someone. What you see now, it's not showing that it's not showing out of range anymore, and I'm behind him. Boom. Squeeze your trigger, and you gotta keep your target centered on. You gotta keep your crosshairs there centered on your target. Notice the left and right sides. The blue side is you, the red side is them. So basically it's whoever side goes up first. And then once the blue side goes all the way up, they're done.
Scan detected.
Let's see what they say. Ah, now you see they're asking, do I carry anything nice? They're gonna scan me. Let's see what they asked for. Let's see. Give me 4 tons of cargo if you want to live. Okay? So I will appease this poor soul. Dump 4 tons of cargo. Let's see what he does. There we go. He fired off limpets to get it. Who are you?
Scan detected.
So I dumped 4 tons of cargo. Now this guy's scanning me. What the fuck? If he's gonna ask me for something, I'm just gonna blast him. Give me 3,800. Alright, I'm done playing nice.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
You ruined my experiment, you asshole.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Motherfucker, you ruined my experiment. Die. Now, as for you, come here. You want to take my card? You motherfucker!
Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
Let's see if I can catch him. Pit management is just fine. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did he dash? Did he, like, high wake? Oh, that little pissant probably high waked. Damn. Alright, wait. Oh, who's that? Who's that?
Cheer 100 note to self. Never interrupt class when Ember is trying to teach, or you will die. Understood.
Learned my
So now I
lesson
just
well.
have to ask, where has the pirate gone?
He might have high waked or something else. Alright, well, but you see how to interdict someone. So that's how you interdict someone. So again, it's you just... And normally, did I catch a bounty for that? No, fortunately I did not catch bounty. Ah, and I know why I didn't catch bounty for that. So, normally, if you are in a system that has any kind of good security, that has a security rating, you will get a bounty for interdicting someone. The reason why I did not, this is an anarchy system. An anarchy system means there's no security. So, I didn't catch a bounty for interdicting someone because there is no system security. If I had interdicted someone in a system that had some kind of security, then I would have caught a bounty. And I'm still not getting interdicted. What the hell? This is annoying. Alright, is there another system nearby I can jump to that's got something? Natural disaster. That might be ripe for... That could very well be ripe for interdictions. Okay, Silver, have a good night. Using an interdictor will, in a system with normal security, even if it's on a bounty, can, I think, potentially catch you a bounty yourself. I am not a bounty hunter. I don't go running around interdicting people. I rarely use an interdictor myself, so I have not tried. I can certainly attempt it, and we can experiment and see what happens. Alright, so let's see. Non-unconfirmed bounties. Okay, that's what I was wondering, Desert. So yeah, if you see someone that is wanted, if you have a ship that's wanted and interdict them, then you're fine. Then you will not catch a bounty. So if I was to interdict this person, then I would catch a bounty. Which is not good. Stop, half-core. No, it doesn't. See, now this person is wanted. So if I interdicted them, I would not catch bounty. What is it? Is this guy going after the Sidewinder? Is this guy really going after the Sidewinder? I can't tell. No, I think they're leaving it alone. So watch, if I interdict them... He's fighting it, but you see, I just gotta keep my reticle on him. And now watch what happens if I go off of it. Oh, I guess I'm too good. Wait, okay, there we go. Can he get out of it? He's not trying very hard. There we go. You notice his side is going up. If his side goes all the way up, he can escape my interdiction. It's just not your lucky day.
Target shields offline.
Not his lucky day. So, that's how you interdict. Now, bearing in mind, when you interdict, you notice I kind of lost control there. When I came out of Super Cruise, once I dropped out of Super Cruise, you'll notice I lost a little bit of control there. That's something to consider. If you're going to go bounty hunting and interdict pirates, that's absolutely something to consider. You will lose some control. Yeah, well, he's a pirate, half-core. He doesn't deserve to be rescued. If you get interdicted yourself, and you fight against the interdiction and lose, then the same thing will happen to you. You will temporarily lose control, your ship will spin around, and it will take you a while for your frameshift drive to reboot. So that's something to consider. So when you get interdicted, if you're trying to fight against it, yes, in Super Cruise Dragon, no. Once you pull them out of Super Cruise with the interdictor, they absolutely can spin around and start shooting you once you interdict them. They can. Will they? Well, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. You saw the first one that I interdicted immediately said, okay, I'm going to scan you and see what you have. The one I just dropped, he just kind of sat there and just let me fuck him up the ass, basically. So it all depends on the ship. In terms of can they turn and attack you after you have them in the Interdiction tether in Super Cruise, no. Once they are in the tether, the Interdiction tether, they either need to submit to the interdiction or try to escape. They cannot turn around and, try and hit you with an interdiction tether or anything like that. And I wish someone would just interdict me so I can show you what it looks like to attempt to escape it. If it doesn't work, I'll just have to describe it. And Colby, thank you for the follow. Yeah, if no one interdicts me, I'm just gonna have to try and explain it to you of how it works. Cause you'll see a similar screen. You'll just see like a warning about getting interdicted. Desar, I'm in Nate. You're gonna give me an example? I wanted to show with an NPC because you can actually usually escape NPC interdictions quite easily, whereas players, you typically are not escaping interdiction as a player. So, it's as far as the distance, it depends on what level of interdiction module you have. They have different ranges. So you notice, so that one is 1,000, oh, he's going pretty fast. Let's get some speed going here. So usually the range, if memory serves, is within 100 light seconds. I'm reasonably sure that's what the range is considered for being able to interdict someone, is about 100 light seconds, I think. Let's see. Got a hauler here. There's a sidewinder. Can I get... Not more close, hang on. How do people catch up? Yeah, so as far as like how you catch up with the ships, just... You can use your Super Cruise boost. You can use the SEO. If a ship is really far away from you, you can use the SEO boost to catch up with them. Because don't forget, regardless of the thrusters a ship has, Super Cruise speeds are all the same. Oh, this guy's eyeballing me. Okay, chat, this guy's eyeballing me. Okay, chat, we may get one here. We may get one here. Yeah, okay, he's coming after me. Okay. Hi, Desdar. Let me get away from that. Let me get away from the star so that doesn't screw us up. So Desdar, if you please, for this first round, don't try to drop me. Let me escape. Oh yeah. Turn off report crimes. I forget where report crimes is. There we go. Hang on. Come on! Oh, for God's sake. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Okay. So, Desert, are you there? Did I lose you? No, there you are. Okay. Alright, so Desdar, interdict me, but let me escape so I can show what that looks like. So go ahead and interdict me, but please let me escape this time. So, you see the escape vector? I've got to get this, keep it centered onto the escape vector. Watch the blue and the red. And you see interdiction evaded. So I evaded the interdiction. Look what happened to Desdar. Desdar dropped. So I can GTFO. Okay? So now that's what you can try to do. NPC interdictions are usually like Desdar was nice and let me escape on that one. If Desdar wanted to, I would not be able to escape his interdiction. Because player interdictions are basically damn near impossible to escape. So if a player's interdicting you, you're pretty much done. Now, I'm going to show you what to do in the event that, in terms of getting interdicted and okay, if you have a ship that is kitted out to fight and you want to fight, go for it. You can, if you're kitted out and but a lot of people that get interdicted are flying like cargo ships. They're on cargo runs. They do not have ships that are made for fighting, and they just need to escape. So Desdar, this time, go ahead and interdict me. I'm gonna submit and show how to basically what the process, what you should be doing. Generally speaking, what the better choice is for interdictions, if you get interdicted by a player or by an NPC. Alright, so throttle 0. You see 0 throttle submitting. Drop. Immediately flip around, full throttle, and boost. Boost right at them. Get past them. Notice how quickly my frameshift drive cooldown is done. And jump. And then you can escape. So that's probably the best way. What I'll do is I was covering the FSD. So let me shift here. I'll go here. Desdar, when you interdict me this time, I'm gonna try and fight it. I'm gonna keep my throttle up, and you take me down. So everybody can see how long it takes the frameshift drive to cool down if you fail escaping in an interdiction. So Desdar, at your leisure, go ahead and interdict me and actually try and yank me, and you actually fight to succeed it. I'll fight against it, and you fight to succeed in the interdiction. Okay, so I've been interdicted. I'm gonna try and escape. Notice, even though my escape vector's on there, I'm still losing. Because, again, when you're getting interdicted by a player, you're pretty much fucked. This is why, if you're getting interdicted by a player, you're done. Now, I'm out of control. I'm spinning around like crazy. I have 0 control. Now, look at my frameshift. Look at the cooldown on my frameshift drive. Look at how slowly my frameshift drive is cooling down. Okay, you're looking at a full... Actually, I think it might actually be, I can't remember if it's 13... Desdar! Be nice. Be nice, you. Be nice. Those aren't thrusters, those were lasers, Dragon. Okay. Alright, now the FSD is cooled down. Okay, you saw how, only just now then was my frameshift drive cooled down to allow me to escape. So you see how long it takes. That took actually probably closer to a minute. So it took probably close to a minute for my frameshift drive to cool down when Stop it! When I fought against the interdiction. So, if Desdar or even an NPC wanted to come after me, and I was in a ship that was not capable of fighting, I would not, I would have to fight, and there's a fair chance that I might lose if I'm in a cargo hauling ship, because they're not made for fighting. Now, Desdar, let's jump back into Super Cruise, and this time I'm gonna submit to the interdiction. So if you fight against the interdiction, that's what happens. Especially if you're a player, I'm gonna actually let you see how quickly the frameshift drive cools down. I was covering it up last time. I was covering up my frameshift drive cooldown so you couldn't see it. Like, you could see how slowly the frameshift drive cooldown happens. No, Dragon, the bonks don't work when I'm doing gaming. Alright, so submit to interdiction, watch the cooldown on my frameshift drive. It's a normal drop. Watch how quickly that frameshift drive cooldown is. Boom! I can jump. So that's where submitting to the interdiction is more beneficial to you than fighting against it. Because your frameshift drive can cool down much faster, and you have a much better chance of escape, which again, you do so by submitting to the interdiction. As soon as you drop, flip a bitch, i.e. do a 180, boost at your attacker, and fire your frameshift drive and get the fuck out of there. Desdar? Are we really gonna do this? Uh-huh. So, that's how the interdictions work. Yeah, it's a nose boop. Yes, I know. So that's how interdictions work, how you can interdict someone, and how you can deal with an interdiction happening to you. More than likely, you are going to be the one to be affected by an interdiction versus you doing the interdicting. And the biggest thing to know is how to escape an interdiction. Like once you drop. That's going to be the most valuable to you, because if you are in a cargo ship, chances are it's going to be far more difficult for you to escape the interdiction before you get ripped out of Super Cruise, because your ship is just not going to have that kind of maneuverability. So it's far better to remember how to escape once you submit to an interdiction. If you need to. Again, if you are carrying no cargo and you have no bounties, NPCs are going to leave you alone. They'll just scan you and go, you got nothing, and leave. No. The higher class of your classification of a frameshift drive, if it's engineered, none of that matters. That has no bearing on interdiction, because the classification of a frameshift drive and engineering on a frameshift drive only affects your jump range. The only aspect of frameshift drive that affects your supercruise speed is if you have supercruise overdrive, if you have an SCO frameshift drive. And even then, if you activate SCO and you get hit with an interdiction tether, you get ripped out of the SCO and you're back in a normal supercruise. So you cannot use SCO to escape an interdiction tether. Once an interdiction tether is latched onto you, SCO doesn't work anymore. So the classification of a frameshift drive that you have, engineering that you have, even SCO, will not mean anything once an interdiction tether latches onto you. Will make no difference.